So imagine two dudes. They're at a club and one of them's named like Brian or some shit. The other one's like Tyrone, all right? And you probably know where I'm going with this. Now the first dude named Brian, he's completely like looksmax, right? So he has like the fucking like the looksmaxer haircut. He has like this sharp jawline and shit. He has the clear skin, all that. Tyrone, on the other hand, he still kind of looks max in a way, but he like, let's say the first dude, he's more like a 7, 8 out of 10, right? The second dude, he's more like a 5, 6 out of 10, but he's also fucking jacked at the same time. Brian, he's gonna sit in the corner of the club, holding like a drink or whatever, watching everybody else party. And then Tyrone over here, he's gonna go out there and start talking to all the girls, all the dudes or whatever, start dancing with everybody. So at the end of the day, whenever the whole thing's over, like the whole event's over or whatever, who do you think is going to get more girls from that? Who do you think is going to be like smashing like left and right, swinging it around? Obviously, the dude named Tyrone. But why is he going to be swinging it around even though technically he's uglier than the dude named Brian? Well, the dude named Brian, he's still here sitting in the corner because he just doesn't know how to socialize. And this is the main problem with the fucking black pill nowadays. Because the thing is, the black pill, and I think just like the whole self-improvement community in general, like even like before the black pill started blowing up, it has like a really big problem. And the thing is, you turn into a social like autist, bro. You turn like fucking autistic. And this was me last year. So last year, basically, what was happening? Well, for honestly, like for such a long time, I was even talking to my friend about this the other day, like literally yesterday, day before, something like that, on July 4th. I was telling him like for so long, ever since I was like 13 or something like that, I began to social distance myself from other people because of this self-improvement journey. Like I thought that because I was like improving on myself and stuff like that, secondly, like, I was better than other people in my head or whatever, that I thought that I could just distance myself because, I'll just find like other people that are like me, and it's better to have no friends than to have like loser friends or whatever. And yeah, sure, fine, like if you really want to have like real close connections or whatever, then you shouldn't have somebody that's really like not at least trying in their life, But at the same time, like if you're socializing yourself from everybody, if you're not socializing with everybody, the problem that arises is that your mental health just goes to shit. Like if you think about it, right? Humans back then, like in the caveman days and shit, we were surrounded by people 24/7. Because if you weren't, what would have happened? You would have died. You would have died. Boom. It would have been you. Hold on, let me show you this. All right, I think the mic's on. All right. You would have died because you would have been all alone. You would have had nobody help you gather resources. You would have had nobody to be around you, making sure you're safe and shit. There's actually a study, right? It's something interesting that I saw the other day. So apparently there's this one tribe in Africa, right? And the way that they take care of their infants is that they carry the infants with them literally everywhere. Like, if the mom's working or whatever, the other person takes care of the infant, that person's busy, the other person takes care of the infant or whatever. And what they found is those babies in this tribe cry significantly less than normal modern day babies. Like, these ones aren't like primitive, you know what I mean? But like, I'm talking about like, like the average baby in like America or something like that. Like in the flights and shit where there's like a toddler crying for like 24 hours or something. It's like, this is the type of shit that happens because we aren't constantly surrounded by people and we aren't like, raised right and shit. So what you need to understand is that looks maxing, it's gonna fucking help you with like your looks and shit. I'm not gonna doubt you, bro. I got like abs now, I've gotten like such a leaner face when shit gets like from. I got like decent jawline or whatever and shit. And yeah, this is going to help me because obviously girls are going to be more attracted. Dudes are going to be more respecting, especially since I have a pretty wide frame. Like you don't really see it on the camera, but like in real life, I look much more muscular than I do on camera. This is going to help you 100%. There's no excuse for that. But if you're like, let's say you're in school right now. If you're standing in the back of the class, right? If you're sitting in the back of the class, you're watching fucking like black pill streams and shit, or like you're just only watching like Hamza videos or whatever, like bro, like yeah, bro, they're both good or whatever, but you gotta at least talk to a girl, bro. Like most guys haven't even talked to most guys have never dated a girl from their school before. Like isn't that crazy, bro? Most guys have never dated a girl from their school. Most guys have never talked to a girl at their work. Most guys are still virgins. Like, oh my god, bro. It's just from all that propaganda and shit. So Yeah, bro. I mean, like even if you're not even perfect as well, like even if you're not, if you still have got like fucking pimples on your face and shit, if you're still like 20% body fat, still socialize either way, bro. Don't let it pedestalize. Because another thing as well is that what happens to these guys who are like super much into like the self-improvement black pill whatever, like I have to get to this certain point in order to start getting girls. The problem is you start pedestalizing these things. So you start pedestalizing the fact that because I'm a 5 out of 10, I can never attract an 8 out of 10 because of my looks. But maybe that 8 out of 10 still finds you cute even though you're like technically ugly as shit, you know? I've personally I've had that happen to me personally, like a few years ago, right? In fact, I even dated like this girl who was basically out of my league back then, bro. Like I'm not gonna hold you. I was like 165 pounds at like 5'6", and I was like fat, bro. I was like 25-30% body fat back then. I'll probably put a picture on screen of how I looked like back then. I had like a bunch of acne and shit. And I remember one of my cousins, she went over to my house, right? And she was like showing me like some of her friends. She was like, "What, do you date her?" or something like that. Then she showed me a picture of this one girl, and bro, I'm telling you, like she's fucking pretty, and like I'm pretty sure she's a model as well. Like this was a few years back, but now she's like turning into a model and shit. Like she's going through some photo shoots and all that. Like this is kind of like for a different story, but actually no, I'll include it in here. So basically, I dated this girl. After she showed me her, like we both got together in like a group chat and stuff, and then eventually I went ahead and hit her up in DMs, and we started talking from there, and we dated like really quickly as well. And me and her, like, dude, I would talk to her and we would just like talk for hours, bro. I'm telling you, like we would have conversations and stuff. I would just talk to her about anything. She talked to anything about me. Like, you know, I even liked hearing her speak, bro. Like, holy shit, I liked her so much back then. And it's crazy to think that she's doing modeling now, bro. I'm doing influencing. I think, and I remember she even saw like my first YouTube videos as well. I think she still subscribes to me, bro, because technically she was subscribed to me by her little sister's like YouTube account or whatever. I wonder if her little sister sees these fucking videos. But anyways, that I just went like on a whole side tangent. But the point is, like, even if you're ugly, you can still pull either way. You just have to have something about you that's different as well. Like there's a YouTuber that I watch. His name's Team 30 Alpha, right? And he lists this system called the triple S system, right? So first goes security, then goes status, then goes sexiness. And if you ever notice, there's like fat ass rappers, bro, like fucking Rick Ross. Like imagine Rick Ross, Dave Blunt, like that kind of shit. These guys are still fucking more than you are. Like, isn't that crazy? These guys who we make fun of their own fucking weight are fucking more than you. Isn't that interesting, bro? Isn't that interesting, dude? So the whole point of this video, I've kind of said that point thing multiple times. The whole point of this video is just to say that there are things that are more important than looks that you need to like have maxed out whilst you're on the journey to improving your looks. There's so many things, and these guys neglect it because they're just lazy. Like at the end of the day, it's so easy to just take care of your face and, you know, like make sure you're eating less calories than your maintenance or whatever. But it's hard to go out there, put yourself out there in the face of rejection. It's hard to actually fail. It's hard to actually get made fun of in the social setting because that will happen to you. You will get made fun of. People will poke at you. People will shit test you for, you know, going to the gym. They'll be like, "Oh, bro, you eat healthy?" Haha. Like, "Oh, you don't want to." Oh, like I had a friend to me one time say, "Oh, bro, you forgot to check your food." I'm like, bro, like people will shit test you for it, but this is a much higher leverage skill because this will only help you in dating, but this will help you in like fucking in business as well. Even later down the line, when you're like 30, you have like a kid and stuff like that, you gotta negotiate some kind of contract and stuff. Like this will have so much more carryover because your looks at the end of the day, once you turn like 50, 60, you don't put on sunscreen for a minute or whatever, you're gonna start degrading either way. But skills like socializing, skills like being able to not be awkward in a social setting, that's gonna carry over for your entire life until like, let's say you live to like 100, right? It's gonna carry over all the way there. Looks only gonna carry over to like 50, bro. Once you're 50, you're probably gonna be like married and shit. Once you're all the way down there, you know, those skills are still gonna carry. Those skills are gonna still help you get like that 20-year-old woman when you're like 60. Oh, bro, you're not supposed to get 20-year-old woman whenever you're 40 because they're not in the same age group as you, and technically, like, bro, I'm tired, dude. Okay, this is a side thing, but I'm tired of seeing fucking liberals talk about like men who are in their 40s, saying that it's wrong for them to get women in their 20s, as if the women in their 20s aren't wanting the men who are in their 40s either way. Like, this is just fucking retarded, bro. Like, I hate to see the age argument. People make fun of older dudes for wanting like younger women or whatever. Like, bro, obviously you're gonna want younger women, bro. That's like a woman that's um like 20 or something like that, and you give her an option to date 25-year-old dude or an 18-year-old dude or whatever. Well, who's you gonna pick? The 25-year-old dude. Oh, bro, but it's like a five-year age gap, and the other dude's like 2 years. But like the woman doesn't care, bro. Same thing goes for the dude. So I'm just going on fucking tangents in this video, but I think I I fuck with this kind of content. Anyways, if you want some free fitness coaching, bro, just click the first link in the description. You can set an appointment with me, but actually show up, bro. Don't fucking make an appointment. I had another dude like sit in an appointment. He didn't even show up. Like, bro, come on, dude. And join this server as well if you want to join a community. And always remember, in every single aspect of life, that you are a biggest enemy on the path to achieving success.